Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mars coming at you over the interwaves. This time with a game between ThisGameSuck, which is this guy over here, and a guy I'm used to calling other people honey, which is Stephano. Welcome to King Sejeong Station, named after the guy who gave Koreans their alphabet. So, if you ever looked at pro players and said, like, what the hell is that chicken scratching? What? That's King Sejeong. That's that guy. I don't know if there's a nice statue of him somewhere, but yeah, if you're ever in Seoul, you can find a statue on one of the main boulevards in front of the old thingama something, an old castle thingy. So I don't know. It's been 4 years. Okay. Anyway, King Sejeong Station, and we have a hatch first for Stephano, who just figured out how to do this. Well, wait. This. There you go. Hearts to both players. We have Stephano, who is a great lover of this game in certain times. I mean, he plays more sometimes as he does other times. The other times he can be found in this bar. In between studying for exams. I think he went on to do engineering or something. And this guy, who doesn't like this game whatsoever, but plays it because he's a masochist. Fairly standard opening by both. As mentioned, we had the hatch first for Stephano, and we have a gateway wall started here. So if Stephano had opened with speed Zerglings, he would have just gotten in there and eviscerated everything. So what are the advantages of this map? Well, to be perfectly honest, this was a map we played in Heart of the Swarm, and it's recently come back in Legacy of the Void, and there are some things that are not as balanced anymore. The tank position that was here, which isn't a problem in this matchup, is a little bit more abusive now that we can pick up sieged tanks. But in PvZ, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's easier to defend early game as a Protoss because you overcharge pylons now rather than Nexi. Third hatchery being taken for Stephano, and they're not people, they're players. Are running up a little bit. 4 Zerglings coming out for Stephano to ward off this one Adept. And this Queen is going to start doing something with that. But ThisGameSuck has shaded back, so he should get away just fine. So 4 Zerglings and a bunch of Queens, enough to take care of this. Even dropping a creep tumor to start a little bit of creep. Ooh, so we have resonating glaives, and we're going to get a robo facility. So it'll be interesting to see if we're going to get a great number more gateways and maybe a adept pressure / all-in. But on just 3 gateways, I don't think so. After the initial talking, there's no more talking going on there. Oh, moving out to take a quick third. Okay. And melee upgrades for Stephano. That'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see how that plays out. With just adepts on themselves just being as good as they are, and the resonating glaives. Going melee is not something I've successfully done in a while. But, Stephano's certainly a lot better Zer player than I am. I mean, I've won a grand total of no money, and I think he's won 300,000. So I think that, entitles him to his opinion. 5 adepts shading on in, going to see what they can see, and no, he cancels those shades. Got on 2 gases for Stephano, and there is that war person to see if he can, I don't know, put those adepts in an interesting position. No complete creep coverage in Stephano's base. Well, where are you going? No. I should be able to see that right there. And no, doesn't see that move out. 4 adepts right there. Oh, that sounds like banelings. Yes, it is. And there's nothing here except just 2 overcharges and a bunch of sentries to ward this off. So we're going to have Stephano moving in over here, whereas ThisGameSuck tries to move in with a couple of adepts. He's not going to have a great time of it because Stephano just has all sorts of stuff right in place. Oh, and there goes the ability to overcharge, and there go your 2 sentries as well. And if I'm very much mistaken, say goodbye to your 3rd base. Moves his banelings back. They've done their job. They don't need to look at that anymore. Oh, did get a few workers killed in the end there, but equal amount of workers killed versus you know, or what is it? 10 workers killed, which is 1 more, versus 9 killed and a base. I will take Stephano's position any day. Thank you very much. Go straight on to level 2. Right. Okay, well, I guess you can play mass circling against this style. And now we try to move in, try and make sure that this doesn't come up anymore. But ThisGameSuck does have a little bit of an army in place and an overcharge. But it looks like, yep, he does cancel that, yep, that base once again. And 1 singular Zergling moves out, gets out of there alive. ThisGameSuck trying once again to put on some pressure with a forward. No. Yeah, he does with a forward warp in of adepts. And this little baneling went to no, he gets to go home. That's good. And a recall. Right. And there goes 1 adept, and here go 3 more. Surround him. No, they get picked up. That's very lucky by ThisGameSuck. And yeah, so I like Stephano's position in this game. These are both Grandmaster players, by the way. You probably know that Stephano's of this place, but unless ThisGameSuck is a pseudonym for somebody, I don't know this guy. Nor do I know his game or his clan / team. I don't know what T3M is. Do we have a... No, we don't have a... Nope. No, we don't. Now we're moving in with enough adepts to ward off these Zerglings right there. Oh, even making sure that they don't come in from the back. And ThisGameSuck does have quite a nice position here, but how many more force fields does he have? Because Stephano's entire army is still there. You can see ThisGameSuck not wanting to commit on this base, and there is the surround. And oh, even the Baling's going to come in from the back, and oh, say goodbye to your army. As Stephano cleans up pretty much everything. He does get out with 2 immortals, but yeah, that was a very nice reset of the army by Stephano. And Stephano does move in with more Zerglings, maybe trying going to go for that 3rd base again, but no, he doesn't have enough to face this army right here. But his 4th base is up, not in a great health, I have to say. But yeah, creep spread, not horrible. And this is the difference between my games and these guys' games. Even though, squishing that creep tumor right there. Oh, and walks right into a bunch of banelings. Very, very poor timing right there by ThisGameSuck. And he is pushed back. That war person is not going to be able to survive. And GG. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you'd like to see more of me, subscribe.